Okay, so first up on this week's news, I would just like to officially welcome and congratulate the newest hero on the Leak Guy list. So, the Halo Barn has been a staple of the game leak history. Right up there with DMC5 guy, who recorded himself showing off full footage of DMC5, and then when the TV went dark, he was in the reflection, and then him holding the
I
phone
love
up,
it.
and as it went dark, he went, "Oh man, you could totally see me." Oh, that's crazy. That guy was a legend. The Halo Barn, I mean, they took all the precautions, and God bless them because that was incredible. A new hero has entered the tournament. I'm going to call him Shirtless Overdose Dude because
Okay.
Hideo Kojima's game, his latest game
Yeah.
called Overdose, has leaked via footage of a shirtless dude with a cell phone held up, and every time it gets a little too dark, it just cuts back to him just shirtless in a big empty room, leaning up against what might just be his bed.
I'm watching it.
And that's it. No fucks given. Not the most
How does this always happen this way?
not the most ceremonious way for Kojima's new game to get announced. However, it was technically leaked earlier last year.
So this is a new guy somehow finding the old leak stuff on YouTube and shirtlessly leaking it.
I think it's a new guy showing new footage that was originally leaked by, I think, some press in some way. But yeah, what you see.
I'm looking at it. It's fucking. This is weird.
It's hilarious because you're like, okay, the game is happening, but this dude just doesn't give a fuck. Like,
I can just see most of his
Yeah.
face and his nipples.
I mean, look, Halo Barn, that person cared about their job or reputation or whatever it was, But the level that comes with just this dude and DMC5 guy being like, I have no fucks to give about whether or not you can identify me. In fact, if you can, it's probably better. Oh shit. Oh, it's me. That's crazy. So, what the actual footage shows is Margaret Qualley from Death Stranding being chased in some sort of survival horror type setting by a weird light creature that's behind her, and she tries to hide, and then it gets her, and then it cuts to game over, and then the word over turns into overdose, and then the word Hideo Kojima game appears above that. So
This feels like they. This is more horror.
Yeah, horror with. Are we asset flipping? Are we just gonna copy? We already have a body scan of her, so we might as well just drop it into a new setting. Margaret Qualley was Mama from Death Stranding.
She did a great job saying all those stupid things her character had to say.
Yeah. They all did. They all did.
Hey, Woolie, for Death Stranding, they all did a great job acting. But who did the best job saying the stupidest things?
Die Hard
I want to
Man.
say Hart. No, his shit wasn't stupid though.
His shit was
stuff
great.
actually made sense.
Yeah, but he also had stupid things too.
I think Heartman said the dumbest things the best. Cause like Heartman's whole character made no sense and he sounded like a stupid idiot, but he did it really well.
Hmm. I mean, I guess the emails about gourds don't count.
No, no.
All right.
Oh man, man, that fucking game. You remember playing through that game and be like, this isn't a real video game. This is a fake video game. Like the whole time.
Did you see that Yoshi Stranding parody, by the way? There's
No.
someone animated Yoshi as Sam walking around the world of Mario with a BB Mario inside the chest
Weird.
container.
I don't
It's
like that.
it's amazing.
I'm gonna go look at it right now.
It was fucking phenomenal.
I'm gonna go look at it right now.
Yeah. It's you know what? It's probably on your React list because that's where I saw it. And,
Oh yeah.
People tend to
You know, it probably is.
send
It
it
probably
both
is.
ways. So,
Probably
anyways, yeah. So Overdose, starring Margaret Qualley. You know what? It makes sense because I bet you, considering the big itch that Kojima had to make a game that literally makes you shit yourself, he never got to scratch that itch, and we saw that
Yeah.
PT was with one demo succeeding massively at scaring the shit out of everybody.
Boy, did it! Holy hell!
So the desire to make a survival horror thing is probably still inside, and that's what this is going to be. Good. I like PT is such a fucking tease. You know, it's such a tease because if it was just like, oh, that was a pretty good scary thing, that'd be one thing. But it's the scariest game I've ever played. Like,
Oh, easy.
in 2 seconds, it does so much with so little with one hallway. And I absolutely want, if that's a flavor of what he's going to do in that genre, like, he can change the whole fucking game. So, yeah, let's see it. Let's absolutely see what this is going to be. And Shirtless Overdose Man, we salute you for giving no fucks.
Heroes.
This also is likely going to be the project because Kojima was tweeting out Elle Fanning's face as well. So she's probably going to be involved with this project.
You know what the weirdest thing to me about Elle and Dakota Fanning is that I'm like, oh, I remember them. They're that kid, right? And it's like,
That's
oh
not
no, yeah,
it's
no,
not
that they were that kid like 20 years ago when the War of the Worlds movie came out. Because time passed. I'm old. I'm old, is what I'm saying.
Okay, but okay. For a second, I thought you were saying you thought they were the same person.
No, they're like siblings or some shit.
They're sisters, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm old still.
Yeah. Wait, yeah. No, how? Which one's older?
Probably
Dakota?
Probably the older one.
Yeah, Dakota's older by 4 years. Okay. Well, there you go. And Shiori Kutsuna is also a part of this game. Who is she? Deadpool 2.
I don't know actors' names anymore. I should mention that. At some point, I just stopped knowing who literally every actor or famous person in the world is.
I mean,
Like
I don't...
every single time somebody goes, "Oh, did
Yeah.
you hear so and so died?" I'm like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
And then
no, that's understandable.
You know, oh man, can I? This has nothing to do with anything, but I think what might be the most useless sentence in the world is when someone goes, "Hey, so and so died," or "Did you hear what happened with so and so?" And you go, "I don't know who that is." And then the very first response back to you is, "Oh, they're so famous." I'm like, that doesn't help me if I don't know who the fuck they are. They're obviously not famous enough that I know who they are.
I mean, it depends, but if you're not paying attention to the given genre, for example, if you're not paying attention to hip hop, you're probably not going to know who Migos are. So
Yeah, but here's
yeah.
the thing. Michael Jackson, I didn't need to pay attention to pop music to know who fucking Michael
Yeah.
Jackson was.
That's another
when
level.
I hear they're so famous, I think about Michael Jackson or Michael Jordan or like somebody you cannot, literally cannot avoid.
Yeah, no, that ubiquitous celebrity doesn't exist anymore because of like the nature of social media and like how everything is like there are superstars, but they're all kind of holdovers from the old generation in a way. Anyone that's super massive now is still going to be as massive as you can possibly get to a generation, you know? But once you leave that generation, it falls off aggressively.
Somebody asked me if I knew who Dua Lipa is, and is she the one who stole that song from Paramore?
Did Dua Lipa steal a song? Possibly. But ultimately, the point is that it's very generational.
Yeah.
But Dua Lipa.
Is that not how you say their name?
Duo Maxwell Lipa.
Okay.
Well, you know Paramore, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, of course.
Yeah. That's what you get. Anyways, yeah, it's very generational. So it's you're not out of place there, but chances are, at the very least, despite like never hearing, the thing is, because that's the thing is like I can't tell you shit about K-pop, but I've heard of BTS and I've seen those names pop up here and there via osmosis. So that kind of shit just becomes more and more like, oh yeah, that's a word that my brain has scanned past before, you know?
BTS is that boy band that everyone wants to murder everyone over, right? If you say the phrase "I don't like BTS," like a bunch of K-pop Candymans show up in your house and stab you.
Yes, the K-pop stands will show up, and exactly, and like that's also where you come across like fan accounts where you're like, is this a bot? And you're like, no, it's a human being that's actually spending 16 hours a day replying to every thread they come across on Twitter with a fan cam video of one of the dudes from BTS, and it's terrifying.
I just want to, like, I don't understand anything about social media anymore because, like, I was just scrolling through TikTok the other day and it's fucking some K-pop like fucking melee combo video fucking fan cam showed up and I'm like, is this what the kids do now? They do fan cams of their melee combos?
Was it interspliced with K-pop?
No. Yeah, it was. It was.
Oh, well then, yeah. Totally. I mean, you need a sequel to cursed Call of Duty edits.
I don't...
If we
do we, or are those still happening?
Those are still happening. If we can do unironic, real Call of Duty cross 30 Seconds to Mars, there's nothing stopping K-pop and Melee from happening. Absolutely.
I can't tell anymore.
Anyways, the point is she played Luna Freya in FF15. Okay.
Dua Lipa did.
Yes, correctly. You're correct. Duo Maxwell Lipa. Just.
I'm gonna keep saying it wrong until someone corrects me.
You are correct. You are correct. Doompa Loompa. Yeah.